So, I'm not sure how well you can see what I'm doing. There's some mushrooms and onions just frying away there, ready for that sort of cheese sauce that we're going to have. I've got here the breast of chicken, and I've just sort of made a little slot into the side of it, like this, sort of trying to make a little gap in it, but without making the gap too big on the outside, because here I've got the garlic butter, which is basically garlic, butter, a bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of parsley, only had dried, and then I'm scooping that into the inside of the chicken breast, like so. Not sure it's going to be the healthy option that I intended for this evening after all, but there you go, it needs must. So there we go. So it's all filled up with garlic butter. And what I'm going to do is get this bacon that I mentioned, and I'm going to wrap that up in the bacon. Okay. In fact, there's another little bit there. We'll add that as well. A very, very thin bit lurking in the back there. There we are. And then what I'm going to do is I've got a couple of toothpicks, and all that's going to do is hold that bacon in place while it's cooking and try and keep that gap closed a little bit so that the butter doesn't come out too much, we hope. There we go. Okay, so I need to coat that in flour. That's just seasoned flour. So basic flour, a little bit of salt and pepper in it. Okay. That's then going to go in some beaten egg. This literally is done freshly here, so I'm afraid I really don't have any idea how this is going to work out. And I've now got the breadcrumbs that I made from my not very good attempt at making homemade bread. So we're going to tuck that into the breadcrumbs. There we are. And we're going to coat that as best we can. There we are. Doesn't look hugely appealing as it sits. There we are. That's all covered now. And that is now going to go into my baking tray. And that is going to go into the oven. Got it at about 200, and I reckon that's going to take about half an hour or so. So do excuse me while I'm just over here washing my hands because of the chicken. And then what we'll do is we will see how this is going. So I've got this little bit of cheese sauce here, as I mentioned earlier. Going in now. And since talking to you, I even found a tiny little bit leftover cream lurking in the door of the fridge. So there we are. That's what that's looking like at the moment. So now it's basically waiting for the chicken, and I'll heat this up again, toast those little brioche type bits of bread, and we'll see how it goes.